How you guys doing? It's Austin, and today I got a little VFX tutorial for you. It's about how we did this shot in the Monday Challenge miniatures that we just did. You'll see that we have the 3 different guys in their locations, and I'm going to show you how to composite them into this shot. So we'll go ahead and start by getting our tutorial, or creating a new composition with our footage. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in the pirate right on top. Ooh, I do need to crop it down real quick. Okay, so I brought our pirate in real quick. Gonna size him up just right, rotate him a little bit. Okay, he looks alright. He's sort of big, but it'll work for this tutorial. So the first thing you notice if you scrub through the footage is that you see that he's moving all around. We don't want this. We want it to be right on spot, right where it should be. So we're going to fix that. We're going to take our bottom layer, go up to Window, Workspace, Motion Tracking, and we're just going to track some motion. So we're going to hit the Track Motion button right over here, and then tap the rotation. And before we go ahead and track motion, we do need to add a null object to apply the tracking data to. So we'll go to edit our target, make it null object 9, or null 9 in this case. And then we're going to go ahead and drag these tracking points to places of large contrast. This right here works really well because you have the light coming in from the window and you also have the darkness of the lamp. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the other one too. I'm going to drag it right over here to the speaker right here. Spread that out a little bit. And track it like that. Make sure your marker's right at the beginning and track forward. Alright, if your tracking data is good, go ahead and apply it to the null object. Then just scrub through and make sure everything looks okay. We're looking at the red square right there. If everything looks good, go ahead and take the parent tool from the pirate layer and attach it to the null object. This will align them together in the shot. Then scrub through again and he should be in place. Alright, next thing we gotta do is we gotta take a look at the pirate and see what we need to add to make him look more real inside the scene. As you can see, there's a chair in front of him, there's light coming in, and there's shadows that should be casting. So those are the 3 things we're going to be mainly covering today. So I'm going to go ahead, duplicate the bottom layer, bring it on top of the pirate, hit T to bring up opacity, bring it down to about 70, 68. Ugh. And as you can see, he's just floating there. We're going to try to mask out this right here. Before we mask it out, we do need to add a solid above it. And it can be any color you want. I'm just going to use gray. Add a solid above that layer and turn the visibility off. You're going to be applying all your pen tool to this layer so you can parent it to the null object. If you would have done it the other way, it would have not turned out like you wanted it to. So we're going to go ahead, start masking it out. Okay, and that should be good. Bring the visibility of that up. Go to our layer right below that, bring the visibility or opacity all the way up to 100. Then go to the track mat, which will be right here. And if it's not, hit F4. That'll switch the layers from there to there. Go right here, make it alpha matte dark gray solid. And it should look pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit of feathering to it. About 1 pixel. That should be good. Don't add too much or it will make it look really, really unrealistic. Just add enough. And as you can see, I messed up just a little bit right there. looks pretty good. Okay. Next thing we're going to worry about is we're going to color correct him just a little bit to match the scene. So I'm going to take it back to our standard workspace. I'm going to apply some levels on him first. Because he's really bright for the scene, I'm going to bring his brightness down a little bit. I'm also going to bring in hue and saturation to bring down the saturation. Just a little bit. And then finally I'm going to add some Clarissa 2. It's a great plugin from Red Giant. It's a fantastic thing to help with the color correction and everything like that. I'm still learning about it, so that's why my color correction isn't spot on yet. There we go, looks pretty good. Now, since he is a toy, it's going to be very hard to get him perfectly inside the scene and get the colors correct. So just play with whatever you're using and try to see what looks the best. If you're stylizing it, make it look that way or any way like that, okay? Alright, so now we got the color correction done. The last two things I want to worry about are the shadows that are going to be cast from him, and then the light coming in. Now, if someone was standing in front of this window, there would be a lot of light coming in, coming over their shoulders and stuff like that. So we're going to replicate that. I'm going to go to Layer, New, Solid, make it completely white, bring it right underneath our pirate. Just going to mask around right where the light would be coming in. I'm going to turn the visibility off. But the light would be right over his shoulders, right around his head, and maybe a little bit between his legs. So I'm going to make a rough mask right there. Turn the opacity back on, or turn the visibility back on. Go into our mask and feather it a lot. A lot. A lot. Bring the mask expansion in and turn the opacity down just a little bit. As you can see, it adds a little bit of effect to it. It adds more realism to the shot, which is sort of a big deal in this case. So we're going to do the same exact thing for the shadows. Make a new solid, but this time it's going to be black. Bring that right underneath the white. Turn the visibility off. And with this foot, which is really going to be the biggest shadow we're going to worry about, if you look at a foot, they usually are very different when it comes to shadows and stuff. You have a very dark shadow right at the base of the foot. But then you also have a shadow going off just a little bit. So we'll make a little. Alright, so if we turn the visibility back on, it's completely black. And that's expected in this case. We're going to go ahead, head into our mask, and turn the opacity of the bigger one all the way off. So we're going to feather the smaller one until it looks pretty good. Until it looks sort of like a shadow that would be under your foot. I'm going to bring those out just a little bit more. So right there's okay. It's a little dark, but that looks pretty good. Now we'll bring out the bigger one. Feather that a ton. Bring the expansion in a little bit. Let me see how that looks. Actually looks pretty good. You can see the little shadow underneath, and you can see slightly the little cast it's giving off. So I think that should be everything that I really use to composite these guys into the shot. You've got the light coming over the shoulders. You got the little shadows underneath. The color, a little bit of color correction, and also the parenting to the null. Make sure everything that you worked on is parented to the null, say like the gray solids or the light and stuff, because when it's composited, it will look like it's floating every which way. So do make sure of that. I did forget about that at first. Other than that, I think we should be all good. Screw up through real quick, and as you can see, it comes out pretty good. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Austin from Firebird Films. If you like this little VFX breakdown, please do like this video. If you want to see more like this, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys very soon.